for a Packers fan, not a big fan of bye week. But hey, at least I don't have to sit through 3 hours stressing over a game. Week 13. Wow. We're moving along. Crazy to think about it, huh? Let's get to the show.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, about now, about now, about now.
What's popping, y'all? It's your man, Cowboy Bills. Welcome to another episode of Wisco Sports, where we make more schedule predictions already to week 13. Hard to believe, but yeah, we're at that point already. A lot of great games last week, and a lot of bad teams that played against each other, but those ended up being great games as well. We saw some good statement wins from some teams. We saw some bad plays by some other teams. At least we know that we stand under the center instead of the guard when snapping the ball in Minnesota, but yet you guys beat us, so honestly I really can't say anything else. But regardless, got some great games coming forward. Packers are in a good spot. That's why I'm happy. But we have the bye this week, so I can be happy about this. So got some great games coming up this week. Anyways, our bye week teams, as I always say before, are the Green Bay Packers, Cleveland Browns. Yeah, it kind of sucks to be a Cleveland fan this year because nothing's going well for you guys. I don't know what it is. Tennessee, well, okay, that's good. Let your players heal. That's what you need. And Carolina, Cam Newton is not back. He is back, but the Cam Newton that we saw from last year's back. So I feel bad for Carolina fans, and also McCaffrey is out for the year, so that's fun. So anyways, great games that we got coming up. So let's start this thing off. Dallas Cowboys at New Orleans Saints. Both these teams played on Thursday last week on Thanksgiving, both against different teams. Dallas lost to Oakland as in overtime to a game. I keep saying Oakland, Las Vegas to a game-winning field goal. That was a pretty great game, but Dallas was without a lot of people. They still kept this a game, and Dak Prescott really proved why he's a good quarterback. However, it just was not enough, and it wouldn't have mattered because Dallas's defense did end up losing this game because Anthony Brown gave up a bunch of pass interferences. So, you know what? I'm sorry. New Orleans, on the other hand, they did not win a single game in November. Ever since the win against Tampa Bay, they just could not do anything with Trevor Siemian, which means they decided that they are turning to Taysom Hill. So I'm thinking Taysom Hill will definitely make things a little more better for New Orleans. He's more mobile. He's definitely different. He's a guy that can run, which is, I think, something that New Orleans was a little bit missing. Jameis Winston was doing so well, but I think it's nice that they're going to give Taysom Hill a chance. I like to see how he does. Dallas, on the other hand, who knows if they're going to be the same, but Dallas, when it always comes to playing in New Orleans, does not do well. Even though I want to pick Dallas, part of me feels that they will choke their season away at some point. Even though their division is absolutely terrible, I feel will start to lose some games and not be themselves. But it's just how it works. I'm actually going to pick New Orleans to win this game. I think Taysom Hill at quarterback is definitely going to really boost up things. If it was Trevor Siemian, I'd pick Dallas, but I think the quarterback switch and everything changing is going to and Dallas, I think, is going to struggle on the road. So I'm going to pick New Orleans to upset Dallas. Can't believe I'm saying it. I saw them. Despite missing a lot of people, they still can do good things. So that's Thursday night. Sunday, here we go. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Now, Tampa Bay, what a great win, a great statement win against Indianapolis on the road. Indianapolis has been playing a lot better, but Tampa with Tom Brady. The run game was just super dominant. Leonard Fournette scored like 4 touchdowns, and Tampa Bay just rolled right through. They're playing Atlanta. Atlanta's 5-6. I have no idea how they're 5-6 and in position to even try to get into the playoffs. But let's be real. How is this even possible? This is just going to be an easy win for Tampa Bay. Atlanta just is going. I mean, the fact is that they're right now in the middle. Makes no sense. Tampa Bay should easily win this game. No questions asked. Next up, Arizona, Chicago. So hopefully Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins have both healed and they'll be ready, because obviously they need to face a Chicago team that actually has been coming close every single week. Now, they did win last week, but it was a game-winning field goal on the road against a team that hasn't even won a game. So maybe Justin Fields will start. I'm not sure, but Chicago, I feel like, is going to really do whatever they can to come out with a big push. Nagy's job is on the line, and maybe this will be the game where they lose and he'll be fired. I'm thinking that is what is going to happen. I think Hopkins and Murray will both be back, and I'm counting on Arizona to beat Chicago, and I think Nagy will be done after that. Next up, Chargers, Bengals. Bengals, huge statement win against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh just couldn't even do anything last week. Chargers, they got completely destroyed by Denver. I mean, you got two teams. Chargers, I just feel like they can be better, but they just haven't been better. And Cincinnati, I feel like if they keep playing with this offensive poise and really push themselves to win these games, I think Cincinnati is going to be a really good team down the line. I think this would be a huge, obviously at home, I say that this will be a great win. I'm taking Cincinnati. Next up, Minnesota, Detroit. Detroit, they still won't win any games, and Minnesota's offense has just been playing a whole lot better, even though their defense is terrible. And obviously is Minnesota's flaw, but I feel like Minnesota can really play up to good teams, but they almost lost to Detroit last time. They got lucky by getting in field goal range, but I feel like on the road, Minnesota is really trying to make a playoff push. I'll see them winning this game. Next up, New York Giants at Miami Dolphins. Okay, Miami, where has this been all year? I don't get it. Miami, you were 1-7 at some point. And now you've won 3 games in a row, I think. Now they're 4-7. Where was this all year? And now they're about to be 5-7 because they're playing the Giants out of all teams. Well, if Miami keeps playing like this, then that's great. But I think it's kind of too late for you to start really thinking that they can make the playoffs, because I just don't see it happening. So I'll take Miami to win, but where was this all year? Just saying. Next up, Philadelphia, New York. Now, Philly lost to the Giants. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Jalen Reagor dropped the game-winning touchdown. And I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. Don't do this against the other New York team. Don't. That's all I'm saying. Philly should win this. The other New York team is just terrible. I expect more. I'll take Philly. Giving you one last chance. That's all. Alright, next up, Indianapolis, Houston. It's in Houston. The tickets are as low as $8. That's how bad Houston is this year. Indianapolis, I feel like this is a team that can get into the playoffs and really compete against teams. I want them to win more games. I wish they didn't have that slow start, but they did. This is a needed win. I'm taking Indy. Next up, Washington, Las Vegas. How does Washington beat Seattle? I picked them to win last week. I will say this because of how bad Seattle's been playing, but really, I've given up on Seattle at this point. Washington isn't that good. Now here's Las Vegas. They're playing Las Vegas. They're in Las Vegas. I feel like Washington's defense is starting to really play at this level, and Washington, if they can start to win more games, I could see it happening. Las Vegas, I think they're on their decline already, and even though I see Vegas, I think they can still win some games. Not sure what to really see, but Las Vegas' defense, I think, has just struggled, and Taylor Heineke is getting more better and better as we see. I'm actually going to go with the upset. I'm taking Washington. Next up, Jacksonville, Los Angeles. I get Matt Stafford has a back injury, but with the offense that you have, you should be able to at least win games. That's 3 games back to back to back with pick 6 from Matt Stafford. This is not good. Now, they're lucky that they're playing and hosting Jacksonville because they need a win to keep everything going and to really get a shot at the division because it's really slipping away from them. So this is a really needed win for Los Angeles. So I'm definitely the Rams cannot lose at home to Jacksonville. That would just be the most embarrassing loss. And yeah, all right. Here's some 325 games. Those will be both on CBS depending on where. We got Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I think Big Ben. This is the final season for Big Ben. It just last week was really showing how the Steelers I don't think are going anywhere this year. However, Baltimore may be number 1 in the division, but Lamar Jackson is continuing to struggle. He's leading the league in interceptions with his performance last week. He had 4 last week. They still won because of how bad Cleveland is. But Baltimore really isn't that good. So honestly, I could see this game going both ways. However, Baltimore, I feel like, is going to do better over time. And I feel like Baltimore needs a statement win because we haven't seen that yet. I guess this could be a good statement win, so I'm not really eyeing. I just don't think Pittsburgh deserves to win any more games, so I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I'm just sorry, Pittsburgh. It's just there's nothing going well. All right, San Francisco, Seattle. San Francisco now starting to look good. Why? Because their people are coming back from injury. When they're injured, they do bad. They have nothing. Garoppolo looks terrible, and they're terrible. Now they have their people back, including Kittle. Now they look really dominant, and it's hard to beat a team like that. Seattle, this is the downfall of Seattle, as I predicted back at the start of the season. I knew Seattle was going to really struggle this year, and I was right. This just sucks. I feel bad for you, Seattle. I just personally do. San Francisco, I will pick them to win this game because at this point, I would demand a trade. Russell Wilson, I would do that. I'm sorry. You're not going to win any more games in Seattle with how good your division is becoming. Just saying. Alright, Sunday Night Football. Denver, Kansas City. Denver, I don't know how they won last week, but they did. But it's always good to see 2 teams go head-to-head, Kansas City and Denver. But Kansas City always seems to destroy Denver. We always see these 2 teams go at it on Sunday Night Football, and Kansas City has dominated them the past couple of years. I continue to see that, and I will take Kansas City to beat Denver. And then finally, Monday Night Football. Probably the best matchup this week. I'm surprised this was not the Sunday Night Football matchup, but no. We got New England at Buffalo. Pretty big game because, first one, Buffalo and Josh Allen are obviously... Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and Buffalo is obviously good. 2, the New England Patriots are back. The dynasty has returned. Mac Jones is the star, and he will win Rookie of the Year. It's pretty obvious at this point, but New England is back. And they're number 1. They have a half game ahead of Buffalo because New England does not have their bye yet. Their bye is next week. This would be a great statement win for the Patriots. Buffalo, I feel like they can struggle at times, and we haven't seen the best out of Josh Allen, and I hope we can see more, but we haven't. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm picking the Patriots to win. I have them winning the division. I just see it. Mac Jones is definitely looking comfortable and more comfortable every week. But this will be a good game. I will say this is going to be a really great game, regardless. So anyways, if you like what you saw, comment below, subscribe with your thoughts, and as always, go Pack Go. We'll see you next time.